Our show focuses on homeownership, community, lifestyles, and success stories from across the country. We like to entertain and inform our audience by sharing cool stories from your city and across the nation. And of course, hear from a local pro from your market. Welcome to the last episode of the year. Today, we're going to check out some of the highlights of 2019 from coast to coast. I'm your host, Jem Morris, and welcome to the American Dream.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Our first story is brought to you by a professional in your city. Let's hear what they have to share this week.
Hey, it's Krista, I'm the real estate guy. So today we are at Paz Cristo Community Center. This is the pantry, believe it or not. This is where we house all the food we get donated 365 days a year. We're going to talk a little bit later to some folks that actually take this entire bag of food and figure out how we're going to use it to serve homeless. Now, we take care of homeless population from straight up living in the streets, drug addict, all the way to working class, poor, don't have enough to make ends meet, if you will. So we get here together and we help put things together for them. We help feed them 365 days a year. So here's the refrigerator, and inside the refrigerator we have all the fruit for the fruit salad. We have all the greens for the garden salad. Every night we serve fruit salad, garden salad, along with some type of bread and butter. They're the staples of our meals that we provide. So you saw the food, you saw where it's stored. Now we're going to show you who makes that food and how we decide what they're going to eat. That's right, we're going to talk to the guy that plans 365 meals a year and prepares 5 out of 7 days a week. We're also going to chat with Arlen. He's the executive director. He's going to tell you everything he does to make sure this facility functions and runs smoothly. With me today is John Farley. He's the kitchen manager. And Arlen Westling, he's the executive director of Paz Cristo. Both of these guys have a really cool spot, and what they do here for the community is outstanding. John actually prepares 5 meals a week out of 7, but he plans all of them.
Every one of them.
365 days a year. And Arlen, he gets the money that we need to keep this facility rocking and rolling, right?
That is a big part of it, yes.
Big part of it, like all kinds of different things you do for Paz Cristo in the community. Why don't you share a little bit of that?
Well, first of all, just some of the numbers. We average at Paz Cristo about 7,000 visits every month here.
Wow.
And people come for a lot of reasons.
Right.
Everyone's got a story.
Okay.
All the stories are despair and just hopelessness. And our idea is to give them a little bit of hope. And maybe
Right.
that hope is in the process of a meal,
Right.
or a food box, or maybe
Right.
it's a haircut or a
Right,
shower.
right.
But that's what we do, and we just try and make one day a little better.
Yeah.
And then we try very much to see if we can't do something to get them out of the situation they're in.
Great.
So we have a lot of programs.
Like the
job
resume writing?
programs, resume writing, a lot of things
Right.
to help them
Help
improve.
with getting IDs, birth certificates.
All those things.
Right, help. You actually, once they get a job, you help with clothes. We take clothes galore, any type of clothes that you have, you want to donate, you can bring them down here to Paz Cristo.
We do.
Right?
We do.
And then from the meal aspect, where do you get the food? Where's the food come from?
So the food comes from United Food Bank through Feeding America,
Okay.
dispersed throughout all nonprofits in the area.
Okay.
We actually have a truck route from United Food Bank that stops at about 9 stores.
Nice.
And we get to stockpile and sort out the food, and whenever we have enough of one item, then
Right.
we get to serve that meat for dinner.
Right, so and the food we get is anything and everything from fresh fruits or fresh, like garden salad.
Garden salad stuff. We have fresh produce, meats, cheeses, some dairy stuff.
And then how many meals do we serve a month counting the food boxes?
So we feel a food box will feed a family of 4 for 3 days. So if
Okay.
you add that together, 36 meals in a food box,
Right.
about 1,000 food boxes a month,
Okay.
plus the evening meals.
Right.
It comes between right around 45,000 meals every
Nice.
month that we provide.
And Can we help with housing at sometimes?
We do. If we have someone that's in our jobs program,
Right.
it's very difficult to get a job if you don't have a
Do with our time, our finances, and our resources. Until next episode of American Dream TV, I'm Chris Dunham, the real estate guy. See ya!
This week, we're sharing a recap of some of our favorite moments of 2019. But first, we hear from one more professional from your neighborhood. Let's check it out.
I'm Katrina Barrett with Local Real Estate. On today's episode of American Dream, we're here sitting on the top of the world at the base of Mummy Mountain. This 5-acre, perfect parcel situated hillside is one of a kind. Probably the best lot still available inside the 101 Loop, with the biggest perk being the proceeds go to scholarships for veterans through Hillsdale College. Today we're going to be interviewing some builders who are capable of building on such a lot. When building a hillside build, it's really important what type of builder you choose. They're not all created equal. Today we're going to interview some of the Valley's top builders and hear their expert tips on building on such a lot. Let's go see some of the builds that they've done and take some notes on what it takes to build a lot like this. In talking about top builders in the Valley, there's truly no one bigger than Avi and Sherry Adzule with Regal American. Avi has built 130 million plus in homes in the trailing 3 years in Paradise Valley and has truly changed the landscape of Paradise Valley real estate. Avi, tell us a little bit about this build and what inspired you.
So this particular one is a little bit of a challenging lot. If you see it from the outside, it's a pie-shaped lot, and we wanted to capture the mountains. The mountain views over here are spectacular. We want to capture those ones. That was the main idea of in this house, to capture the mountain views and also the outdoor-indoor experience.
The use of storefront glass is becoming really popular in builds and capturing mountain views like this. Interestingly, this build is also what many would call a Santa Barbara modern. The exterior has the nice tile stacked roof, while the interior has a lot of white, high ceilings, more modern bones. Having built so many amazing homes in the Valley, I mean, these are the inspiration that American dreams are made of. Your pools have been magazine articles for years. So while our subject lot is at the base of Mummy Mountain, we've now hopped to the other side of Camelback and come down to Arcadia. Arcadia is actually the highest price per foot in all of Arizona, and we're here with top builder Jordan Vassbinder of TrueCraft, who's another excellent candidate to be able to build a hillside lot such as the one on Mummy Mountain. Jordan, tell us a little bit about your build.
Sure, thanks Katrina. Again, my name is Jordan Vassbinder. I'm with the company TrueCraft Residential. We do an architectural-based home, more of a modern style, contemporary feel. As you kind of see from the inside of this home, we also bring a little bit of a Scandinavian feel, which is definitely different from the typical Arcadia ranch home. We have a very traditional style here in Arcadia, but really the great thing about this area and Phoenix in general is that there are differences. Homes next to each other look different, and I think we love it. It brings a lot of character into the neighborhood.
Non-homogeneous homes.
Yeah.
A lot of people have asked me, how come moderns don't do as well in Arcadia? Because people like kind of traditional homes, but I think you've done a really good job here of almost a Copenhagen modern, bringing a soft feel, soft contemporary, light and bright. Tell us a little bit about what inspired you. I would almost go so far as to say this is like a modern barn.
Yeah, and you're right on point there. The typical modern home that when people visualize in their mind is kind of hard-lined. It's hard to live in. It's hard to decorate. It doesn't feel like a family home. So what we were really trying to do is change that perception of, especially the Arcadia modern home. This home has been designed with the family in mind. A family of 5 can easily live here, whereas a bachelor could live here or a retiree. So we kind of look at these homes in many different aspects and try to design around that. Like Katrina said, the non-homogeneous is really what drives us. We do strive to be different, to not do things like other people do, to really take an architectural design approach where the forethought that
you know, from all the wonderful countries that make hand-make products. Number two is being able to execute flawlessly. It's so important. Our customers are very detail-oriented, so to the 1/8 of an inch makes a big difference in how something looks. Our customer service, which is also exceptional. We bend over backwards to take care of our clients. And number four is having a great team. You know, you need a lot of great support, and we have great staff.
Thank you, Sam. I really appreciate, and I know our community appreciates you being here. Thank you so
Al.
much. Thank
Couldn't
you.
do it without you.
Greetings, my name is Pete Lorimer and I am broker owner of PLG Estates here in glorious Los Angeles. I'm also the host of a show on Netflix called Stay Here. Now, where are you, Pete? Yes, it isn't your typical Los Angeles beach and Santa Monica and Venice. We're actually in an area known as the East Side. Now, it can be a little bit confusing because we are indeed west of downtown, but we're east of Hollywood in an area called Echo Park. Now, Echo Park, this lovely lake that you can see people boating, was founded as a reservoir back in the 1800s. Then it was turned into a recreational area, and then this area has some of Los Angeles' most old vintage homes going as far back as 150 years old. I love the East Side. I have an office here. I have an office in four corners of Los Angeles, but I love, love, love the East Side. And I'm going to take you on a trip to see some of my little cheeky favorite hotspots on the East Side of Los Angeles. So come on, let's go. Welcome to Porto Drive. This is an absolute labor of love for me. I have been involved with this project from the very beginning. This is a classic mid-century home nestled atop the Hollywood Hills. We're in an area known as the Outpost Estates, which is technically part of the Hollywood Hills on the east side. Asking price for this beauty, $2.5 million will buy you this jewel in the hills. And you get a free orchestra with it, because right behind me, literally on the other side of the hill, is the Hollywood Bowl. And if you listen on a chilly LA starry night, you can hear the national anthem being played by LA Philharmonic. So without further ado, I am terribly excited to show you all of the beauty that this property has. So come on, let's have a look around. Now, it is no easy feat to build such a house, because we're dealing with a pretty small footprint on a piece of rock with a cliff below you. But I love the mid-century lines of this house. And then come with me this way. This is why people who live in the hills love the hills. It is because of the views. Look at this. You've got downtown behind you. On a clear day, you can see all the way to Long Beach. And people just go nutsy fruitcake for the views. And then check this out. Silence. We're in the middle of LA and you can barely hear a thing. You just see the birds flying by. And what I'm going to do is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you all feel like you live in a $2.5 million house. Just for a moment, I'm going to step out of the way so you can enjoy the view. Michael! Michael! Come and visit me in my boudoir. Isn't this fabulous? If only I was naked with champagne, it would be even more fabulous. Well, I'm sure the viewers would probably be punching out of the channel if that was the case. But this is the ultimate Hollywood bathroom experience. I would sit here sipping on my champagne, watching the helicopters fly by as they film the celebrities at Mann's Chinese Theatre, which is literally right there. Hollywood Bowl and Hollywood Boulevard is right.
We're bringing you back to the coastal cities of San Diego. I'm standing here in Embarcadero Marina, the walkway along downtown's waterfronts. This place has a bit of history to it, so let me show you. Embarcadero Marina gives some of its visitors some of the best views of downtown, some of the best restaurants to choose from, and the most historic landmarks along the way. But by far, my favorite landmark stands 25 feet tall, the most romantic of them all, the one and only Embracing Peace statue.
Oh, there, Tiger.
You didn't actually think I'd leave Hallie out of this one, did you?
Okay, Alex, I know you think you got the moves, but in all seriousness, what does this statue symbolize?
Right, so the story behind the statue is that it actually depicts a very famous photo back in World War II. So the photo was taken in 1945 as an American sailor embraced a nurse with a kiss in New York City's Times Square to celebrate the ending of World War II.
Oh, that's so romantic.
Right? And the crazy thing is that these two people didn't even know each other. It was just a random kiss. So, I mean, but, you know, in all fairness, I could understand the excitement of the sailor, knowing that the war was finally over.
Yeah.
I don't know, a random stranger kiss, is that a little too much?
I mean, I think we'd have to see for ourselves. Challenge?
You want to go kiss some strangers?
Go.
Let's go kiss some strangers. Just kidding,
No,
just kidding.
but seriously, in all seriousness, Alex, what does this kiss and this symbolize to you?
Right. I think the statue symbolizes the love and the freedom that we can now enjoy because of all the sacrifice that these soldiers, specifically the sailors, made for us.
Look at you, Alex. Get deep. I like it.
So there's certainly an interesting amount of irony as to the location of this love statue, as sitting right across these still waters lies one of the fiercest landmarks in San Diego. Weighing in at 45 tons, the length of 3 football fields, and carrying 176 anti-aircraft cannon guns. Hallie, you probably already guessed it.
Obviously.
The one and only USS Midway ship. This beauty, or should I say beast of a machine, has so much history here in San Diego. Believe it or not, the USS Midway was the world's largest ship up through 1955. It was finally decommissioned in San Diego in 1992 and now serves as the most visited naval warship museum in the United States today, with over 1 million visitors annually.
Things are looking pretty cool over here on the West Coast, but we still have more to come. Stay tuned as we see some of this year's best moments from the South and Midwest.
Nashville's secret agents. Guess what our mission is today? Well, I'm wearing my boots for a reason. We're in our hometown, Nashville, Tennessee.
Nash Vegas, Tennessee, guys. This is where I've been selling real estate for 18 years. It's time today to take them down to the honky tonks, Tootsies.
That's right.
Hey, code name Boo Boo. Code name Baby Man, and I got the Boo Boo t-shirt on. They're gonna be selling Hank Williams Jr. t-shirts down there, but they ain't got nothing on this one, baby. Let's go to Nash Vegas, come on.
Let's see it. Home of the Tennessee Titans. Woo!
We're at Printer's Alley, guys. This is Lonnie's Western Room, the best karaoke spot in America, right here on Printer's Alley. But you know what?
It's closed. And quite often, the best karaoke singer ever appears in there.
She's so sweet. Let's go. Let's keep rolling.
Auditorium, home of the Grand Ole Opry.
Guys, this is where all of the legends got their start in country music. Porter Wagner, Dolly Parton. Who doesn't love Dolly Parton?
I do.
Come on. Hank Williams Sr. I'm going to show you guys something here in a second that's awesome.
A secret entrance. It's so cool. Come on. Right here, Jay always tells a story. Anytime we have any guests come to Nashville, he loves telling the story. So tell it, baby.
Here's the deal. This is Tootsie's Orchid Lounge right here. All right, so Tootsie's Orchid Lounge is a dive bar that's right out the back entrance here. This is the secret Hank Williams Sr. entrance. Guys, when Hank needed a drink in between his shows.
Because you could not drink in the Ryman. So he would sneak out right here, go over to Tootsie's, have a drink, and then go back in and finish his show. And Jay actually sang at Tootsie's for 4 years.
I know, I know.
He did.
Let's go in Tootsie's. Come on.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, so this is a song I wrote a long, long time ago. It's called She Believes in Angels, but really I should have wrote this about myself because my beautiful angels over there. So this is called She Believes in Angels. Angels, she believes they won't let her down. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. There you go, baby. You're my angel. I love you.
Good job, baby.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Give me that
My friend Frank McKinney. Frank McKinney is the epitome of the American dream. Here's a guy who started from nothing. He's built $50 million spec homes on the ocean. Today we're going to see his $14.9 million property. Let's go meet him. Frank.
Welcome home.
Thank you, thank you. I want to introduce you to my friend Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Frank, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? What a place you got here.
Yeah, well, welcome to 3492 South Ocean Boulevard, my final masterpiece. After 30 years, this is number 44, and it's the last one.
That's it?
Wow.
The name of the program, American Dream.
Yep.
No longer 2.2 kids and a dog and a white picket fence.
So Frank, tell us what this is. I see jellyfish, but I've never seen anything like this before.
What I wanted to do was bring the marine life from what you don't see in the ocean inside into the world's only jelly sphere. That is stunning. That's why I didn't put a TV in the room. I don't want a TV on that wall. I want you to sit back and relax. There's too much stress as it is. This will take it away.
Frank, why don't you tell me a little bit about the kitchen?
Like the jelly sphere, this has something you will not find in any other residential setting in the world, that being lava countertops from Auberge, France. You've got this beautiful prep area. If you want to enjoy a little bubbly while you're cooking, you've got a place for your ice. And if she's got to check her lipstick, there's a mirror on the back of the champagne holder.
You have thought of everything. This is just remarkable.
That's one way to ride in style.
Yeah, thanks. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So I'm Erica from Kensington Vanguard.
And I'm Kate Elliott from the Kate Elliott team at Caldwell Banker. We are here to talk about how I like to work with builders. And we have a lot of homes in this area that are getting restored. And so we actually, as a service to our builders, work with them to help select design choices. So we should go in and take a look. It's half done. So be a little bit careful, but there's some exciting design decisions to be made.
Perfect, let's take a look.
All right. Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's up?
How are you? Good to see you.
How's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Erica, this is Dave Kasdan from Kasdan Construction Management and Kasdan Homes.
Very nice to meet you.
And he is our builder for this property here at 393 Irving in South Orange. Should we start with the bathroom?
Definitely.
Sure, so this is a bathroom?
Well, this was a bathroom, and now it's going to be a bathroom and a laundry room.
Okay, so Dave, tell me, why does it make sense to get Kate involved so early on in a project like this when the bathroom is literally down to the studs?
She really helps me kind of push outside the box on ideas and design, and we really just have a lot of fun with the project.
Dave has really good taste, but the fact of the matter is, you know, as buyers come through and they're seeing more and more of the same thing, we take a little bit of risk. This is how Dave gets the most money for his homes, is because he's pushing the envelope a little bit.
Wow, you guys really like a lot of color and taking a lot of risks with this design.
Where do you see our accent wall?
There's an accent wall?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's look.
This is sort of the focal point of when you walk in the house, right?
Okay.
And so we really wanted to do something fun. So we worked with a muralist.
So this is custom. No other house is going to have this in the United States.
Absolutely right.
Wow, beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
That is so cool.
Yeah.
You're right. It hits you as soon as you walk in. I couldn't have imagined a piece of wall art. I love it.
Cool. Guys, I have a really good idea. All right, so you know how we were talking about open concept?
I was thinking it might be a great idea to open up this wall from the dining room into the second family room.
Are you cool with this?
Let's go for it.
All right, E, crowbar, ready?
Ready.
Let's break it down.
Welcome to the American Dream, and today we have your super mortgage guy, Justin Bush,
Thank you very much. And your super realtor, Catherine Rain.
and we're in sunny Miami Beach, and we have something very unique for you.
This is the Arca. It's fully sustainable. Not only is it a house, it is also a yacht. Why don't
Go
we
check it out.
Let's do this. Wow, check this out.
Wow. Look at this view. It's amazing.
This is huge. This is probably the coolest thing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Look at this deck.
Now we're inside of the Arc Up with Howard Chase and Marius Color. Thank you for being on the show.
Of course.
Thanks for having us, Catherine.
So Marius, tell us about this.
Well, the Arcup's the first livable, luxury, sustainable yacht in the world. So it's independent of electricity and water. So we have sufficient solar panels on the roof to actually drive this yacht, use it for all the hydraulics and for the air conditioning. And we're collecting rainwater on the roof as well, which goes in a 4,000-gallon freshwater tank after it goes through a purified system. So being independent of electricity and water, I think this is something amazing. We're here, we have 4,350 square feet of living space, 2,600 air conditioned, 1,750 outside with 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths.
Tell us, how does this compare to the normal real estate in Miami?
Well, of course, as everybody can see, this is different. So this is not a mansion and it's not a yacht. It is the perfect blend of both. So this is Miami's version of Noah's Ark.
Great house at living. So I think this is the American dream and far beyond.
So actually when this was covered, I thought it was a barbecue. Duh. So what is this?
Well, it's not a barbecue. Wow. So the reason why it's actually so stable like a house is because we have here the 4 stops where we lift the entire yacht above water. Otherwise, a bow thrust or you give gas like any other yacht. And also here, you have a navigation system where you can control how much water you actually have in the tanks, and also on energy, how much energy we're actually producing right now. So what the solar is producing, how much goes into the batteries, and how much we're actually using right now for the air conditioner lights or to drive it.
We strive to bring you the best stories from across the country that embody the ideals of the American dream. And we hope that you saw something new and entertaining. Look forward to what's coming in 2020 because we've got some pretty cool stories and big changes on the way. We would like to thank all of our viewers and our sponsors for helping us grow this show. We couldn't do this without your support. I'm your host, Jem Morris, and thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next year.
The preceding program was sponsored by Ignite Now Media with promotional consideration by its affiliated partners.